Welcome back, everybody. This is the Benjinator. You're watching Let's Play Xenogears. The last time we're in the midst of a operation to take back the city of Ava in the name of Bartholomew Fatima III. And right now, Faye is at the borderlands with Kislev, distracting the soldiers. And we've just been told that there's some scary-looking gears ahead. In all honesty, I probably just should have ran away from that battle, but it was just before entering another screen, so it was kind of unavoidable. Uh-oh. We've been spotted. We gonna die. Shit. And here comes, Oh, yep. Maitreya, this is too much for you. It's time for Weltall to unleash its fury. So yeah, Faye's basically telling his buddies to go on ahead and that he can handle this. Oh, and look, there's Ellie. There she is. Come on, Ellie. You could have speculated that this was going to happen. We are too good at our job. We are too good at disrupting the Geblar forces. It was inevitable that you were going to see us again. Hey, come on. I'm not going to die that easily. Don't fall behind, sister. Oh, God. They're still doing the dick measuring contest over here. So, we're gonna be seeing... that guy's just like, my friends are assholes. Sorry about this. Sorry about it. So, these guys we've actually fought before. We're gonna have a rematch. It was when they invaded our base and were unsuccessful. They fought us again before. So these are kind of the, these are the Wand Knights, I believe. They have ether power, but thankfully, because we have, well, the extra ARs aren't going to do much against, they aren't going to make much of a difference against these guys in particular, but most of the other gears that we're going to be fighting after them, it's going to make a huge difference, because, yeah, the power beams, see, the wand attacks are going to, they're probably going to be the things that you're going to have to worry about the most. Just because, yeah, like, that's ouch. So these are gauntlet matches. In other words, you're going to be fighting a battle after battle. And, yeah, this isn't good. We do not want this. But you want to try to kill these guys incredibly quickly. Because you're going to be having the opportunity, you're not going to have the opportunity to heal, really. But thankfully, the next few battles should be a little bit easier. That's probably the worst of the worst. As far as these particular robots go. So, yep. So I think in this particular case, you want to attack this guy first, because if you remember, these are the Shield Knights, I believe, and they have the power to lower your defenses. Like they just have, they can just do that. The Sword Knights, they can potentially do the most damage, but yeah, Pile Driver. Once that happens, the absolute first thing you want to do is restore it, because otherwise everything's just going to hurt that much more like that, and you do not want that happening. So, yeah, you want to use Inner Healing to get your defense back, and then you want to take out that Shield Knight, or the Aegis Knight, whatever you want to call him. Because if we did not restore our defense, that sword attack that was just done to us by the Sword Knight would have been 80,000 times worse. So, and as far as the special attacks go, because we only have 2 at the moment, oh, no, that's not good. That's really not good. Yeah, this, oh, okay. I should have put the booster on, but then again, at the same time, I am saving some fuel. So yeah, anyway, this is really, you want this to be your priority, is to keep your defense high, and to basically save on fuel, because otherwise you're just going to get torn apart. So, yeah, because right now we're blocking most of these. They're not doing a whole lot of damage, but if your defenses are down, it's going to do a lot more. So, sweet, we got rid of him. And then I would say, yeah, the Claw Knights going to be essentially doing 0 damage to you now that it can't lower your defenses, so you might as well take out the Sword Knight. But yeah, these gauntlet matches can be a little bit tricky. But really, it's just, you want to save your fuel, and you want to keep as much of your health as possible. because there is going to be a difficult battle we're going to be facing after this. So, and I mean, like, just 2 guesses as to who we're going to be fighting, but it's not that hard. And I apologize if after the next battle I'm not able to survive. I think I should be able to, but we just, like, you really want to minimize the amount of damage that you take in these battles. So let's see, take this guy out. This motherfucker. Die. Sweet. Yeah, but like I said, the Claw Knight has done exactly 0 damage to us, so you really don't have to worry about him. He does block you sometimes, and that is kind of a pain in the butt, the buttocks, but it's otherwise okay. So, and yeah, we should be okay on fuel. Later on, if you guys are wondering, you do get an item that allows you to heal your frame, allows you to heal your health. We just don't have that yet. But later on, they actually introduce it to you in a pretty formal way, as saying, hey, this is how you restore your gear's health, and it's great. Yep. We kicked your ass again. Caffeine. I love caffeine. So, the drive. The drugs, man! Flowing through your veins. Oh, shit. Yeah, Ellie's gonna use it. So, these are flashbacks to when Ellie was first exposed to this particular drug. I don't feel like I'm spoiling anything by mentioning it, but this is kind of what's going on right here. Readjust your balance. Make you feel good. Like painting some peaks and some clouds and some happy little bushes. If you couldn't tell, viewers, I watch a lot of Bob Ross. But that is not what's going on here. There are no happy clouds or squirrels or birds in this universe. Just despair and drugs and desperation. Okay, so obviously Ellie is reacting to the drugs a little bit differently than most people can. It's kind of like when I used to drink. I stopped drinking about 6 months ago. But as I got older, it kind of got out of control. Like, I would just go absolutely apeshit whenever I had too much to drink. So Ellie kind of reacts the same way. Except, you know, you want to put that up about 50 notches. So this whole conversation that's going on is that, you know, these scientists, these guys that are injecting the drug are saying, man, you know, she would be really powerful on drive, but it's totally making you crazy. Because, yeah, you know, Ellie is obviously a very special woman. We've established that. And so by giving her this drug that normally just kind of enhances people's abilities, it's doing a bit more. So I think we actually get to see a cutscene. Yeah, look at that. They give her the drugs, and she ends up killing everybody. she's just mainlining it like crazy. Uh-oh. Ellie's gonna do it. Yeah, that little sound was her taking the drug. Okay, now we have a pretty difficult battle ahead of us, and I'm gonna see if we can possibly, if I can possibly beat it. If I lose, I'll just play up to this point and try it again. But this is one of the battles that I remember as being pretty difficult. So, all right, so booster. Yeah, you wanna boost this time. So this physical attack does almost nothing. I'm on drugs, man. I'm riding the white pony. The drive. It's also making her crazy. Stop being friendly, Faye. I'm on drugs. I'm gonna kill you now. Yeah, so this is the attack that does a lot of damage. Right now, it's not gonna do anything. The first time it's used, It's just for show. But the second time she uses it, it does about 300 damage, sometimes a little bit more. So the idea is you want to kill her before you can be run down by what are known as the aeroids. Animum Ether Response Offensive Drones. There we go. Ellie's special. She can handle a lot of shit. Oh, the Elements class. You'll be meeting members of the Elements class later on. They're a fun bunch, trust me. The real thing, ladies and gentlemen. Well, now those guys probably aren't going to give her nearly as much shit now that she's able to use aerods, but come on, Faye. Faye, what are you doing? Alright, so now should be able to tear Ellie apart. We don't want to do so. Ellie's a cool chick. She helped us out twice. But she's totally just zoned out right now. Oh, Divine Providence, come on. That's just the drugs talking. She doesn't actually believe in any of the shit. I'm sure these drugs have a psychological and physical, as well as an ideological value to them. Not only does it enhance your abilities, it makes you believe all the bullshit the Skyreich is trying to put into your head. But yeah, doing this pattern should be okay. I mean, we're burning through fuel pretty quickly, but as long as you once you get to about, I would say 200 fuel, then you want to shut off booster. That's usually kind of my safety. Like, once it gets that low, then you can shut it off and just kind of rely on regular attacks. So yeah, you have this kind of chit-chat going on. Faye's like, stop being dumb, you're being manipulated by drugs. But she is taking a motherload of that drive, man. Okay. Once again, these attacks, nothing to worry about. Those extra ARs definitely helped, by the way. So, and you'll find that throughout this game, I tend to favor the extra armor accessories for your gear. Rive. But yeah, like, you're not going to lose by increasing your physical defense. Like, the ether attacks by most of the enemies in this game are not really that bad. There's a couple of exceptions. I think this is one of those exceptions where ether attack will do a lot of damage, but most of the time, if you have good physical defense, you'll be able to survive a lot of the trickier battles. So here we are. This is gonna hurt. Ba-doom. Woo, woo! Those polygons shooting out all the spectrums of the rainbow. Yeah, so about 300 damage. So I mean, obviously this is not too much you have to worry about, and having this boost on is gonna make it a little easier. So let's see how much longer this is gonna take. So now this is about the time where I want to shut off the booster because we're basically draining fuel. But yeah, she's gonna be doing this, and it's gonna hurt. He's gonna hurt. Oh, talk about riding on the edge. Jeez. Okay. So yeah, 300 damage. Let's shut this booster thingy off. There we go. Cool. So, turned off, and now we can just kind of go back to normal attacks, and we should be able to get rid of Ellie, as much as we don't want to. Yeah, so there we go. Battle's over. So we won/lost is what happened. Uh-oh. Faye, is this the end? Maybe not. The drugs don't last very long. It's like cocaine. It has like a 30-minute time limit, and then you gotta go back and get more. And in Ellie's case, she just burns through it so quickly that after a single battle, it's just not gonna work anymore. Of course, by then she's created kind of a whole holocaust. And oh look, we got a football tackle right here. Robot sex. Not quite. That just doesn't look very good. Impertinent fool. Oh, come on, Ellie. I'm the best damn lamb there is. Fei Fong Wong, superstar. Yep. Now she's having one of those, what do they call it? Cognitive dissonance. Saying one thing and then she's saying another. It's not quite multiple personalities, but it's kind of that way. At least she's feeling the drugs wearing off quickly. I mean, usually when you drink too much, you end up falling asleep before the effects wear off, so. If that were the case, I think it would be a lot easier. Then, you know, Faye could just carry her off and be like, hey, listen, the Skywreck is fucking up your mind. Why don't you join us and take back the throne, and you can live in peace and harmony, and we're pretty sure the Geblar guys won't come after you. Actually, that's not true. They'd probably be looking for her all the time, because from what I've been able to gather, that she ranks pretty high so far. She's up there. She's in that military brass. Part of the elite. Yeah, because the way that this whole socioeconomic system of Geblar works is like it's very much sort of by birth. Like you have to be kind of born into a top position. If you're a lamb, then, you know, even if you're a very talented lamb. Oh, wow. That is one hell of a scream, Ellie. So if you're a lamb, like, you know, you can be a very smart and talented and ambitious lamb, but you can only go so far. It's kind of like the Mafia. Except much better organized. This is an entire nation, an entire civilization. Uh-oh. Ellie? Is Ellie gonna die? Is Ellie gonna croak this early in the game? Nah, she won't. That would be a shame. That would be a storytelling weakness. If someone like Ellie that obviously the game is kind of building up a sense of attachment to just died. I mean, it happens in Game of Thrones all the time, but well, you weren't kidding, Ellie. You were killing, but you weren't kidding. Well, it's the only life she knows, Faye. Yeah, the Geblar Empire of Solaris, the Empire of Solaris, they don't seem like the type that would deal well with treason. Pretty sure they'd find really creative ways to torture you if they ever found you. But again, you know, Faye and Bart could protect her for a long time. Ah, I see. Well, that's the power of drugs. Especially when they're military grade drugs is what they are. Leave A. So they're gonna join us, Ellie? You're gonna come join the rebellion, join the dark side? I think you should. I mean, first of all, we got a kick-ass ship known as the Yggdrasil. It's got a dining room. It's got a fun engine room. Get to drink with Maison. All the good stuff. I'm saying we look a lot more than that, Faye. I couldn't help myself. You're just human, Ellie. Even if you are a pretty redhead. I don't know, Faye has not been very pessimistic lately. Lately, he's been very sort of gung-ho and like, woohoo, I'm gonna fight on the side of justice and against the evil empires. Like, he's been doing okay. Faye's just gonna keep selling that point, being like, hey, rebellion. Better vodka. Get to hang out with me. Don't get to use military-grade drugs that fuck with all sense of self. Your friends. Come on, Faye. Don't be like that. Don't put quotations around friends. You and your air quotes. That look doesn't suit you at all. I would personally recommend that you show a little bit more skin, Ellie. That's exactly what Faye was thinking. Even though Faye doesn't appear like he's got any libido, I'm pretty sure he does. He's a gentleman. He's He's a very civil fellow. He's not going to be that crude. Cool. All right. Great. So we have survived the encounter with Ellie, which is honestly one of the more difficult parts of the game if you're not prepared for it. If you waste a lot of time fighting those, like the Aegis Knight and the Sword Knight and the Claw Knight and the other Knight, you can get really bogged down. But we were prepared and we won. So the operation continues. What's going to happen next? Find out in the next episode of Let's Play Xenogears. This is the Benjinator, and I'll see you guys later.